A long time ago, there lived a bunch of Minecrafters. Together, they lived in a town and built shops and traded with each other in prosperity. They built awesome structures and very weird buildings, but they all had a fun time. But one man by the name of Concluded Yeti sought to be a nomad of these lands, and he roamed the lands until he got an idea to make a vast empire of amazing power and awesome strength. And at last, the Empire of Kaznia was born. A castle was constructed in the moat nearby the town. As a strength of power, and more construction was to be done. A nearby village was also protected by the Kaznian Empire from zombies, skeletons, and creepers, as they sought protection inside the walls of Kaznia. From there, other members of the server started to join the Empire, including Bob and DJ Philly. The Empire actually had many resources, from their animals and farms, to their vast amount of storage and supplies. And although the castle was never finished, and the building was a sign of absolute noobage, laughed at by many people, the idea still stood. One empire of Kaznia. Yo, what's up YouTube? I'm DJ Philly and welcome to Master Crafters. Today we're back here on the MC101 server and holy cow, a lot has changed since we last had our episode. So first up, you may have noticed the addition to the town hall. Bob was actually crazy enough to make another netherite beacon, so he replaced the fountain and he actually put this beacon right here. And I actually have it turned off because the annoying bubbles that comes with the beacon powers. But if you look at this, we also need to fix this. And I realized that yeah, our house was attacked by lightning. And yeah, it's not looking great. So we're gonna have to fix this later in the episode. But you'll probably see this ginormous beacon right here. And this was just for funsies. It's a ancient debris beacon. I really wish this actually worked because this would have been hilarious to see. We have all of our ancient debris. And yeah, we actually went mining for ancient debris for quite some time. And if you remember in the beginning of the season, we made our goal to get all of the max gear in the game. So I actually went over to the nether and mined a ton of ancient debris. That way we can use it all. So let's actually collect all of this stuff here and let's go smelt it up and see how many ancient debris ingots that we get. Okay, so we're actually here at our public gold farm, and that is because we needed a ton of gold. I actually smelted all of the ancient debris into netherite scrap, so we're gonna actually see we can get 44 netherite ingots. Holy cow, guys, this is insane. This is beyond what I actually needed, so we might even make a few extras for our adventures here on MC101. And just if you're curious, yeah, that's 4 netherite blocks with 8 more. That is absolutely amazing. And so we're definitely going to have to use these for our tools and stuff. And so I do want to go over to our villager center because I want to show you guys what I've been doing over there to get the enchantments that we need for our tools. But before we do that here, we are actually at our slime farm. And if you haven't seen the past few MC101 live streams, we've actually been mining these 3 chunks right here. And this is because they are slime chunks. Now, if we go down here, as you can see, we got all of the platforms installed and everything. But we do have a few problems with this design that I just made really quickly. This one problem, as you can see here, is that the snowmen can actually throw their snowballs through their containment centers, And this is kind of a problem because, as you can see, this guy is trying to go into the hole, but the snowman is stopping him. So we might have to fix that. Also, another problem is if we go all the way down to all of these platforms right here, we actually do have a lava source right here, or the magmas, but if we uncover the magmas, yeah, there's bedrock right here. So, that means we're gonna have some problem actually installing our collection system, and the slime balls are just standing right here on the magma. So we're gonna actually have to, maybe not in this episode, but in the future, we're going to actually need to get the bedrock remover glitch. I'm probably using trees or something like that, and remove the bedrock under these two centers here. That way we can put a collection system and everything will be working just fine. But if you guys know any ideas on how to stop the snowmen from actually throwing their snowballs at the slimes, then let me know, because I'm kind of stumped here, because we need to leave a window for the snowmen or the slimes to actually see the snowmen, but we need to leave just enough so that the snowmen aren't going to be throwing their snowballs, and then the slimes are actually dying on the platforms instead of the area where we need all the slime balls to be collected. So yeah, kind of a dilemma, but holy cow, is this a big project that we have almost gotten done here. As you can see, all of the platforms are installed. And unfortunately, I used cobblestone, and it doesn't look that great, but it was the only material I had a vast amount of. And so later on, I'm also hoping to remove this junk right here and put in some more farms. That way we can have an amazing area to actually AFK all of our farms, so we can have our our slime farm. I can't talk. And then also probably a couple other farms that we could put in this chunk. Okay, and so a little while has gone by, and I've actually mined out the fourth chunk here. Now, this isn't a slime chunk, but this is where we're going to put a few other farms, and this is probably where we're also going to put our AFK point of our slime farm. So like I said earlier, we still need to actually probably replace the snow golems with iron golems eventually once we get enough iron. So I have been working over in this area a lot, and I think it is pretty cool. But in this chunk right here, we're gonna actually put a humongous tower. So hopefully we can get all of the materials ready to actually build it. Of course, we're not gonna build it in this episode, but that will probably be in the upcoming future that I'd like to get done. And then, of course, we also have some cleaning up to do, as well as the walls and everything still need a little bit cleaning, as well as the roof. But we are actually going to go over to another project here that I have been working on, and to the town to check out everything else. So when I actually got on the other day, I found this at the MC building, which is our old concrete facility before the concrete dupe glitch got fixed. And yeah, it looks like a bat symbol. I'm not sure who did this. Is somebody calling for Batman? I also noticed that no one has actually fixed up Tall Lego Box bombing of his old house, and as you can see, the remnants of his roof are still there, but he hasn't done anything with it. It's just a big gaping hole, so we might have to fix this up for him sometime. But while I was going over to the town hall, I did notice this monstrosity of a build, and this appears to actually be a cake ladder built by Bob. I don't know how long this took him to actually eat all of the cakes, but apparently you can actually use a horse on this thing. So we're actually going to check it out, and you can go super fast. So I've done it before. It's really fun. I just never knew that you could actually use cakes as something more useful than food. They could actually be used as a super ladder for your horse, and our poor horse is now stuck in the pool. Oh man, this poor guy. And some other changes have happened to the town, including some road additions. Now, of course, we will need to put the outlining of andesite and other stones around the road. but I'm actually been continuing the roads all the way over to our stables and hopefully to the other buildings. Now I stop right now because I do have some other projects in the works, but eventually I'm hoping to actually get all the way over to Rage Monkey's house and over to the houses over here. And of course, Mr. Waffle's Sanctuary and the Rainbow Tower and Fred Squid's house. I also noticed Bob has actually been working on his own house recently, and it is looking absolutely amazing. I love the details of the roofs, and he's also added a few other things down in his basement. So, if we go check them out really quickly, he's actually added a humongous amount of additions to his basement, including all of the villager areas, and I really love to actually check this all out. So, this is his Netherwart and Bring villagers area with all of the quartz and blackstone. And of course, he has a farming little area with Fred the villager. He's iconic because he's one of the first villagers he's ever gotten. And then, of course, we also have these villagers, which I almost forgot their name. Yes, they're shepherds. So he's also hoping to get some more banner patterns as well. And then, of course, we have our stone workers, and apparently, Bob actually found out if we can actually get in there, there is a swamp villager in there, and he actually generated in the world by himself. As you can see, he's glitching out of the other villager. And so, but this area I really did like a lot because this is his map room. So, of course, we can see all of the different areas of our spawn area. And then, of course, we can also see all of these random maps here. I believe that is Sheepmaster's base, and that is our gold farm. I have no idea what that is. And then if we take a little look around here, we can also see our Mushroom Island, and of course, the MC building, the Megacorp district, and the farm, which I will actually be showing you. This is a little preview of what's coming next. And then, of course, our nether roof, and of course, a random pattern that Bob is making. I think it looks pretty cool, and I'm pretty sure he's still working on it. So, yeah, good luck to Bob. Maps are very hard to make in survival. And also, if you notice in the distance, of course, that is our time machine that we actually used to go back in time and save our building. But I've felt something very, very strange, and that is a presence of some sort of monster. I don't know what it is, but there's some evil lurking around. And so this is probably why we started up Casnia again. Yep, I have actually put a little building here, and as for recruits, so I'm hoping to actually get Bob back into the order, maybe with some other members, and I've also put some banners and stuff as you saw last episode, so hopefully we can get the Empire back again and rolling again. Also, is it just me, or is there a super strange visual glitch going on right now? Because the colors are not blending well. Oh gosh, this update is severely broken. Oh wow. Oh wait, it actually appears I just forgot to turn on beautiful skies. Oh, thank goodness, I thought the update was broken. It was only me. Whew! False alarm, everyone, false alarm. But like I said earlier in Bob's house, we have actually been undertaking a massive project that I would like to reveal to you guys. So we're going to actually go over to that district because it is a bit far away from the town. And of course, I'll show you all the info later as the skeleton about shoots me. But we're going to go over there and check it out. So we are actually here at our farm district that I've actually completely made new. And this farming area is a brand new project I've actually been teasing for a while that we've been needing to get done. And of course, if you don't know this design, this is Silent Whispers Quad Iron Farm. I will link his tutorial in the description below. But this thing is a massive project. So we actually have an entire wood area made out of spruce planks that actually line up the chunk borders, because if you were playing in the recent updates, then you can't use the third-party shaders, which actually make it very hard to see where the borderlines are and everything. So I actually made this humongous platform right here to check where the borderlines are of the different chunks because that is important for the farm. But if we take a look up in this area right here, of course, we still have a lot of work to do. Now, of course, we actually have built our first iron section. So this is an iron farm in itself, and there are 3 others that need to be done. This one, and this one. But the first one is basically completely done. We actually have villagers in the containment center, and then of course we have a villager over there who is the leader of the village. And so when all of the iron farms are construction and everything, all of the golems will spawn in these water sections and will actually get burned by the lava, and then we can get a ton of iron. But this is a massive project. As you can see, we actually have villagers all the way over in that pathway, so we need to get them all the way to this iron farm. But we're probably not going to work on this project in this episode, as I will be working on this in a few live streams and the next few episodes, because of course we do need a lot of iron for hoppers and a collection system that I'm hoping to build. Of course, I probably will not be building the Deco Iron Farm or the 12 Iron Farm because that would be a ton of work. And I really do not want to mess with villagers that much because, of course, we do need some iron. But if you see my previous live streams, villagers are the absolute worst. And yeah, they're very hard to work with. So they take up a lot of time to do so. But this project is going to be one of our main priorities for the next few episodes because we do need a lot of iron for everything. So, yeah, we will be working over in this area. But for right now, I do want to actually go over to our Mushroom Island because I have been working on some other things at our port city and a new building that we've been constructing over there. So, let's go over there and check it out. Okay, so we are now back over at our Mycelium Island, and as you can see right here, I have been working on the road, and so I've actually taken some of the grass out that we put in this island previously, and I've started to curve the dock around, so we actually have a portion of the dock done. Now, of course, we still need to get some grass work done as well in the future, and then I would like to expand the dock all the way out into this. But you probably also noticed that we actually have a new building. And these builds are actually made by Pav on planet Minecraft. And so I've actually started to construct a new building. So eventually we're also going to have a road coming in through here and going up to our miniature pagoda. But I would like to get this building fixed today and all up and everything because most of the build is actually completed, but we still have some work on the roof. So I will actually get this done really quickly and we'll see how it looks and what we can do to improve this area for the future. And by the way, while I work on this, I do want to show this awesome add-on created by Mad Hatter that actually tells you where you can place the blocks and everything. So these are invisible blocks, and this is because I actually have a texture pack on, which makes an armor stand the ability to actually show you where the blocks need to be placed. So all of these blocks are not placed in the world, they're sort of invisible, transparent blocks, but if we go around to the backside as well, you can see it more on the backside, and it actually shows you where all of the blocks need to be placed. And this is actually an amazing add-on created, and I use it all the time for my builds, especially when trying to build on a SMP. So I know exactly where everything goes, and so I can check where I need to build the blocks. But actually, let's get this thing built. So hopefully it will look non-transparent and it will look like it's in the real world. And there we go, we finally got the house all built, and man, does this look really cool. Now, this is actually a stable, so if we go over to the entrance here, you will see a humongous door, a 3x3 door, and then we have a little pen area. Now, of course, we still need to do all of the interior work, but we'll probably get that later on. And then we actually do have a pen for the animals, and a little grass area as well. I do need to actually clean up this area just a bit because it is sort of a disaster because there are quartz pillars everywhere, crafting tables, oh my gosh. So there are a few more details that we probably need to get in later, but I really just wanted to get the base building done right here. And it does have a secondary floor as well. And as you can see, yeah, there's some cleaning up to do from all of the building that we've actually done. But man, oh man, this building is going to look absolutely amazing in our little port city. Now, I do want to actually get this grass lower just a bit so that way we can actually get into the entryway. And then we'll probably put a few more houses around here once we get enough time and materials to do so. But man, this is looking absolutely amazing. Now, the corpse pillars are obscuring the beautiful view, but and a mushroom. But yeah, with the crafting tables everywhere. But I do want to actually go over back to the main town area because I do have a few more things to show you of what we've been working on. And I've heard that Bob actually has been doing a prank on Sheepmaster. And well, the chess monster is back here and has taken over my lawn. Of course, there are shulker boxes of just random stuff that we need to actually sort out. And that is why I'm really hoping to get that iron farm up and running so we can have a ton of hoppers for all of this stuff. Because oh my word, just look at this. Our lawn is obscured with shulker boxes of just random stuff that we need to get sorted out. But yeah, this is another project. I have so many projects going on. But if we check out our military area over in this direction, so this is part of our military base here. And this is going to be our main villager trading hall. Now, all of the torches are making a bit of a mess, but we do have a few villagers right here. We have a few enchantments, including mending, affinity, and some others. And I'm actually working on getting more villagers right here. So probably in this level, we'll have all of our librarians where we can get books. And then I want to continue downwards with more villagers like blacksmiths and other villager types. So that way we can do a bunch of trading. And then eventually probably put a farm or two down here. So that way we can actually get some carrots and stuff to trade for emeralds. So this area is actually looking pretty cool. Now, a really good design that I'm hoping it will actually work if I get my pickaxe here is that if we take a look at the back, I'm actually going to be placing rails all down this path. And so there is a mechanic in Bedrock where you can actually use zombies to get these guys to become zombie villagers, but then you cure them and their trades will actually go down. But the thing is, in Bedrock, their trades will actually re-increase every so often when you trade with them. So we're going to actually have a line of rails going all the way down so that way we can cure each villager one at a time. And we're going to also put in some redstone and stuff. That way we can actually have a system of curing and re-curing. And that way we can actually have all of the trades minimized to a minimal amount of emeralds, which is good for our efficiency works here at the military base because yes, because at the military here we encourage efficiency, so that is why we need it here at our base. Now, of course, we are going to work on the main base, probably in a live stream or two over in this area, but holy cow, do we have enough projects to actually work on. Now, I do believe Bob has done a prank on Sheepmaster, so I believe it's actually at his building, his massive donut building, so we'll go check that out. Oh my word. Check this mess out. He has waterlogged his entire roof. Oh my gosh. I didn't know Bob was this crazy. Look at this. This is one crazy amount of prankage right here. Let's actually take a look from above. Oh, oh yeah, yeah, that is some serious damage here. I have confirmed from Bob these are all water sources, so yeah, that's gonna take a long time for Sheepmaster to get all rid of all this water. This is pretty hilarious. And of course, I just noticed over here we have more skeleton horses. Man, we've got to get rid of these guys. It's almost as if someone is sending them. I mean, seriously, the amount of skeleton horses that we've actually had on this server is absolutely nuts. And I see that Sheepmaster still has his tank in the front lawn that we built a while ago. That's pretty hilarious. But this is probably where we're going to actually end up the episode here. So thank you guys so much for watching. Man, did we get a lot of stuff done in this episode, and we'll probably get some more done in the next episode. For the next one, I do want to work at our nether portal base, and I do want to get the nether portal hub all finished because that project has been worked on for a little while and I finally want to get it finished. So I will create a room design, or not a room, a roof design, and so I think that will be all great and everything. So again, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, if you do like it, make sure to give a like and maybe consider subscribing because that helps out a lot. But anyway, thank you guys and have an amazing rest of your day.